Good evening, guys. Once again, the investigation into whether the officer who fired the fatal shots was justified in doing so continues. Suffice to say, it shows bar patrons and fellow workers upset and in disbelief of what had happened, and some who say they witnessed the officer firing without properly assessing the situation. Early morning hours at Manny's Blue Room Lounge in Robbins, and gunfire erupts. A police officer rushes to the scene, one of many. The security guard working at Manny's, Jemel Roberson, one of several that night, had just apprehended one of the shooting suspects. He was detaining him for police, holding the man at gunpoint. But then things went terribly wrong. A responding officer, Ian Covey from nearby Midlothian, shot Roberson in the parking lot of the bar. A preliminary Illinois State Police report said Covey gave multiple verbal commands for Roberson to drop his gun and get on the ground before opening fire.
He had his gun still out holding the offender on the ground. My officer here, he telling him to drop his gun. I'm telling him he working with us. Cool out. He's working with us. He shot him 4 or 5 times.
It was a chaotic, emotionally charged scene, to say the least.
Because your man shot my man.
Who did?
The police shot security. That's what happened.
An ambulance would arrive.
26 County, I don't know if they got an ambulance in route, if you could check with Robbins or whoever, but we need an ambulance in here ASAP.
But by then, it was too late. In the aftermath of Roberson's death, a racial element to what happened soon developed. Covey, who was white, had reportedly been bombarded with death threats in the weeks following the fatal shooting.
Justice for Jemel.
In the immediate days thereafter, protests taking place outside the Midlothian Police Department. Roberson was black. Co-workers and bar patrons accused Covey of assuming he was one of the criminal instigators, not a responding paid security guard. What is unclear from the released video is, was Roberson wearing anything that identified him as security, which is what a fellow security guard told another responding officer at the scene. He said he was wearing a bulletproof vest like his.
Do you not see us with vests on, bro? Why would I have a vest on, bro?
Also released cell phone video taken by bar patrons, supporting claims by Roberson's co-workers. He was clearly identifiable as a security guard.
He came right out, bop, 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 bop. Did he came right out, bop, bop, bop.
Said the folks aim his gun at him, or he just chilled? Just
He like, he had the gun wasn't never out. Do you see a gun out?
No, he had his gun out, detaining the suspect.
We don't know if Officer Covey was wearing a body camera, but if so, that is not being released, presumably because it's central to the investigation. State police came out only 2.5 days after that shooting, saying that Roberson was wearing, quote, plain black clothing with no markings readily identifying him as a security guard, unquote. The family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. Reporting from the newsroom, Patrick Elwood, WGN News. Joe and Micah, back to you.